Hi, and welcome. Namaste. My name is Laura Kay. I'm the owner and founder of this Bocas Yoga Studio that I custom built from the ground up. It took me about 2 years to build on this gorgeous island off the Caribbean coast of Panama. So, today is my first online class. I've taught myself video editing and I'm learning as I go, just like you are with yoga, as any of us are. So, I'd like to give you this first class as it's a beginner slash intermediate course. And first principle of our practice really is easier said than done, I know. It's positive attitude. So, with that said, it's unlimited possibilities that you have within yourself. And most of the time we don't see that. A lot of that is really cloaked by society, the culture that we grew up in. So our yoga practice is to seek the truth. The word yoga means to unite or yoke. And what you're yoking with is your true self and your untapped potential. You have all this potential inside of you. So you open up to something bigger than just the small view of yourself. Remember that you're part of the universal life force. You are the universe manifesting itself. And it's within you, it's within your DNA, it's in your structure of your body, of your whole being. So that leads us to alignment. That's principle number 2 of our practice. So, we all have injuries. If we don't, give it time. You might. Life happens. Shit happens, as they say. I'm almost 50 years old, so you don't live to be this long without a few bumps and scrapes. I had a very near-death experience 5 years ago. I had also had a concussion, some knee injuries, neck injuries. All these things are non-yoga related. And so I use this awesome universal principles of alignment to keep my body and mind safe in my practice. So when I feel safe, it really allows me to unsheath what's been cloaked in our intrinsic goodness. And that's what it is. You are intrinsically good. You're not born a sinner. You're born awesome. And so it's our way to get back to that. So like washing the dust from a mirror, you're just kind of washing off that dust so you can see yourself more clearly. And that image is nothing but beauty. This is an intrinsic beauty, not a superficial beauty. This is you. So don't be afraid to shine. Who are you to play small for anyone else's comfort, right? It does make other people comfortable if you act small and diminutive. Who are you to be that? You are simply an awesome person. It's not arrogance to recognize your own goodness, that you are a beautiful, compassionate being. So let's celebrate that. What other way to celebrate it than just allow yourself to shine? And when you have the courage, it really does take courage. When you have the courage to express yourself, to express your shine, it allows other people permission to do that themselves. And that leads us to number 3 of our principle is expression, action. So it's alignment, it's attitude, alignment, action. So in this action, it's like, okay, we've tapped into our unlimited potential. Now, we figured out optimally and safely how to get into poses and really feel not just our bodies but our minds, and to know that that's something to be celebrated, even with aches and pains that we might have just from life. So in this way, we do have a choice in this action, this expression. to make every pose just like a blossoming flower. And it's never ending blossoming. I mean, this is a lifelong practice. So, we just get better and better. So, when we have this choice to shine, what it does is we create a choice to join the world's circle of and cycle of negativity, the spiraling down of critical judgment, intolerance, ignorance, impatience. This cycle that's going through the world, not just right now, but kind of historically, it goes up and down in waves. So right now is really important to create a cycle of upliftment. So we do have that choice, but it starts with us. We can't change the world if we can't see this within ourselves first. So try to choose this cycle of positivity. I know it's easier said than done. Trust me. I've lived with lifelong depression, life-threatening depression. I'll share that with you because yoga is about authenticity. I'm not going to hide that from you. So to fight this lifelong depression and also my past battles with addiction, also addiction is never fully recovered. Again, it's a lifelong discipline, a lifelong practice, and every day it gets better. So whether you suffer from depression and or addiction, yoga is for you no matter what, because it just makes what we already are enhanced. So be fearless, surrender to your true self, and don't be afraid to shine that, to show it, express yourself. You're awesome. In this way, we can really make a change. Be the change that you want to see in the world. It's more than just words, it's action, honey. Join me in this practice and let's celebrate. Let's begin. Come on to hands and knees, please. A blanket under the knees is quite nice. You can still have a stable foundation even with comfortable knees. Your stable foundation will be your toes tucked and your fingertips strong and wide into the mat. Not just the fingertips, but the first knuckles of your index finger and your thumb. So with those knuckles and fingertips strong into the floor, you'll really develop your wrist strength and flexibility. Every inhalation, stick your bum up in the air, that's open heart. Every exhalation, round your upper back. And just go at your own pace of breath. Tap into that natural rhythm of your breath. Take it for a ride, it just feels good. Every inhalation, spaciousness and light that fills you up. Every exhalation, a bow in gratitude. So you allow the breath to lead the movement. Allow the breath to carry your spirit open. Step your right foot forward to the top of your mat. Keep your left toes tucked as you take your forearms either to the left of your right foot onto a block or the floor. And using a block is fine. It's totally cool. Whatever is more optimal for your individual body and needs. Relax your fingers. Relax your jaw. Your inner body is bright and your skin is nice and soft. Enjoy your breath. Good, and come back to hands and knees, please. Pause and feel the difference in your legs. Other side, step your left foot way up there to the top of your mat and place both forearms down either to the floor or the block to the right of your left foot. With each breath, really allow the big muscles of your front thigh to open gently. You get all the big muscles warmed up first. With each pose, turn inside and assume the best of yourself for a change. Instead of assuming the worst, assume the best. Life is good. Enjoy your breath. Good, and come back to hands and knees, please. Now with positive attitude, step your right foot forward, up in between your hands and pause on fingertips. Back toes are tucked so you have a stable foundation. Come on up to hands on your thigh. Now don't choose the knee. The knee has enough pressure in its life. Don't do it. Give it to the thigh. It can take it. Shoulders back to open your heart. Now that it's open, oh yes, shine your light to the sky as you lunge deeply forward with your front knee. Now because your back knee is on the ground, your front knee is safe to go beyond the ankle, so go for it. Don't be afraid to lunge forward as you go deeper back bend with every inhale, shoulders further back. Exhale, lower down to fingertips or to 2 blocks. Straighten your front leg. Extend forward with your front heel. Spread your front toes. Trust me, do it. With toes spread and you're on fingertips here. Inhale, lengthen your belly and chest forward. Exhale, bow chest to knee. Allow the breath to lead the movement. And your back thigh is more or less vertical. We're not quite going into the splits here. So with the vertical back thigh, ride your breath. Every exhale, bow deeper, chest to knee. Check out the toes. As you spread your front toes, it forces you to keep active leg muscles, and you'll get a deeper stretch as a result. So it's like you use your own strength to seek the softening, the opening. It's pretty cool that you have that power. See how the arms are engaged. The back muscles are still working quite strong. You're not just plopping into a forward fold. You're up on fingertips and come back to hands and knees. Pause and feel the difference in your yummy legs. With loving attitude towards yourself, step your left foot forward, up in between your hands. Pause on fingertips. Back toes tucked, come up to hands on your thigh. Lunge deeply forward with your front knee. Back leg is strong with toes tucked, shoulders back, rock and roll times. Yeah, go for it, nice. Open your heart. Now use even here your core muscles so that every inhalation you can go deeper back bend, shoulders further back, which always equals heart more open, more expressive, more loving out into the world. Keep going. Play your edge with every inhale. Go deep, yes. Exhale, lower down. Fingertips. Straighten your front leg. Extend forward with your front heel. Back thigh is more or less vertical. Now spread your delicious toes. Yes, I'm sure they're yummy. Come on fingertips. That way your arms have to work. If blocks under your fingertips work for you, go for it. No problem. Work your back muscles here too. Inhale, lengthen your belly and chest forward over your knee. Every exhale, bow chest to knee. Notice how the back muscles and shoulder muscles are still engaged. There is nothing passive about this forward fold. It is quite powerful. Keep your toes spread. It'll make it even more powerful. Every exhale is a bow in deep, deep gratitude for this amazing life. Your inner body is bright. Your skin is sweet and soft. And come back to hands and knees, please. All right. Set your foundation. It's your fingertips, honey. Super strong wide fingertips. So strong I could not pick them up if I tried. Now, if you're in my yoga class and I have permission to touch you, I will come around and try to pick up your fingertips. Don't let me do it. I don't have the right to do that. Press back into downward facing dog, please. Full yummy stretch. Now check out the feet. Keep your feet where they are at sits bone distance apart. The heels are not on the floor. Keep your feet at sits bone distance apart as you try to widen your thighs away from each other. That's called an internal rotation of each thigh bone. It makes you work your legs. As a result, you get a deeper hamstring stretch. Step both feet forward to your hands. Now place your hands on your hips, elbows up to the sky. That gives you a safe, strong back now. As you inhale all the way up to standing, reach for your highest potential, whatever that is today for you. Every day's a bit different, isn't it? Yeah, hands to heart. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's go into this practice. Spread your toes as much as you really root down to the earth. Oh yeah, check it out. Lift up all 10 toes. Press your big toe down, pinky toe down, middle 3 toes lifted. Notice how much muscle energy. You can see my leg muscles bulge when I do that. Now you can lower all 10 toes, but keep your legs that strong, that engaged, that rooted to the earth. As you inhale up, send your heart to the sky in celebration of this life. Exhale, bow in gratitude to the earth. Strong foundation in your fingertips. Come into plank pose, please. Exhale slowly down to the ground. Shoulders back, elbows bent. Inhale, cobra. Trust me, keep your elbows bent. You'll be able to get your shoulders further back. You'll avoid shoulder rotator cuff injury by not hyperextending your elbows. Nope, yeah, that's nasty. This is so much yummier. This takes more effort. Guess what? You're strengthening your biceps, your back, you're opening your heart, and you're not damaging your shoulders. Like, what more do you want? Press back, downward facing dog. Fingertips so strong, I can't pick them up. I'm coming for them. Don't think I won't. Thighs wide without moving your feet. With positive intent, right foot forward, up in between your hands, pause on fingertips. Your front thigh is parallel to the ground. Come on up, toes tucked. Come on up to hands on your thigh. Yeah, to the thigh, not on the knee, to the thigh. Shoulders way back. Now rock and roll, shine your light, be fearless. It takes the courage of your back leg to be that fearless. Oh yes, it does, honey. Back leg is super kick-ass strong and courageous, so that every inhale you can go a deeper back bend. Shoulders way back. Heart, throat, face are open and expressive towards the sky. Couple more breaths. Good. Rock it out on the inhale. Yay. One more breath. Maybe 2. Good. And plank pose, please. Super strong wide fingertips every time. Just get into that habit. It'll serve you your whole life. Exhale slowly down to the ground. Elbows bent, shoulders back. In, oh yeah. Don't take your legs wide. Bring your legs so they're parallel. You'll see that a lot in Cobra. People will take their legs wide because it's easier to back bend. It can really screw up your lower back, so, don't do it. Don't take the easy way out. It leads to injury. Downward facing dog. Full yummy stretch. Life is good. Beautiful. Step your left foot forward, up in between your hands. Come on up to hands on your thigh. Back toes are tucked, shoulders back. Rock and roll time. Reach for your highest potential, whatever that is for you today. Every day's a bit different. With the strength of your back leg, play your edge. Use your core muscles. You can see me wobble on this side. It's all good. That's part of life. We both wobble, but sometimes we even fall down. It's okay. Use your core muscles and your back leg muscles to express your heart higher to the sky. Deeper back bend, shoulders further back. Oh yes, even your fingers are like magnificent stars. Exhale down, plank pose. Super strong wide fingertips. Get into the habit, get into it. Exhale slowly down to the ground. Inhale, cobra. So notice the legs are parallel here. Keep your parallel legs. All you have to do is press the tops of your feet, your toenails into the ground. Shoulders back, elbows bent, chest forward. Isometrically draw your hands towards your hips. Oh yeah, juicy. Downward facing dog, please. Full yummy stretch. Fingertips super strong into the mat. Enjoy your breath. Right leg up to the sky, bend your right knee, point your right foot way in the opposite direction. Play your edge. It forces you to work your obliques here. See how far you can go. Now, if you choose, go ahead and fall over. Hey, even when we fall, we turn it into something graceful and beautiful, or at least we try, right? So go ahead. Don't be afraid to fall back. Trust yourself. And then flip it back over, downward facing dog. Full yummy stretch. Other side. Inhale, left leg up. Bend your left knee, point your left foot way towards the other direction. Play your edge. Make yourself work for it first. Don't automatically drop back. Work it, work it, work it, work it till finally you're like, okay, that's enough of that. Let's just trust ourselves and fall back. Oh yes. Good. And reach. So that top arm really reaches forward. Your chest, your throat, your face, your top hand is open and expressive. This is called Wild Thing. You're in the Caribbean, at least this video is. So as in Rome, right? Get a little bit wild. Don't be afraid. Trust yourself. Be fearless. Good. Step your right foot forward, up in between your hands and pause on fingertips. Lower your back foot onto the mat. If you like a block for your right hand, go for it. Your front thigh is parallel to the ground, so that's a pretty wide stance. Left hand to your hip for now. Instead of the bum sticking out, you're going to scoop your front bum cheek under. Take your top shoulder blade way back. Now reach your left arm all the way to your left ear, palm is face down. Life is good. The front leg wants to do all the work. Don't let it. Keep your back leg super strong. That way you have balanced action. Action to really lean further back with your top shoulder blade to open your heart. Shine your light. Notice the hand is on fingertips. You're not just leaning on the floor. And back to downward facing dog, please. Full yummy stretch. Enjoy your breath. With positive intent, go ahead and step your other foot forward. left foot forward. Pause on fingertips. Lower your back foot onto the mat, perhaps a block for your left hand. Now scoop, and front thigh is parallel to the ground. Nice. Fingertips, so that way you're working your legs and not just putting all your weight on your arm. I know all the cheating tricks. Now scoop your front bum cheek under. Take your top shoulder blade back. Yeah. Now reach your right arm all the way to your ear. Palm is face down. Fingers expressive. Make your back leg do all the work. Don't just lean into your front leg and or your front hand. Your top fingers are expressive. Look how strong the back is working to get that shoulder loop going on. What that shoulder loop does, as you lean back with your top shoulder blade, it opens the heart towards the mirror there. And it's like all that light, that beauty, that goodness is reflected back to you. And come back to downward facing dog with strong fingertips every time. That will really save your wrist a lot of pain in your life, no matter what. Enjoy your breath. With loving intent, step your right foot forward, up in between your hands and pause on fingertips. Lower your back foot onto the mat. Now straighten your front leg. Straighten your front leg. The front knee points straight up. You can have your right hand on a block or the floor. I highly suggest a block because instead of the bum sticking out, you're going to scoop your front bum cheek under. Take your top shoulder blade way back. Yeah, see how that just opened up the heart, the chest? Now, play your edge. Every pose, you can use your breath. On this one, every inhalation, lean further back with your top shoulder blade. It takes the strength of your legs and your core muscles to keep from falling backwards. Notice the hand on the ground or the block is on fingertips. It's not just dumping all the weight into a wrist. And come back. Switch out your arms. Keeps your legs as they are as you twist now. Notice it's fingertips too. You're not dumping the weight on your hand. Just light fingertips. That way your legs do all the work. Every exhale, twist deeper. Use your core muscles to lean further back with your top shoulder blade. Allow your fingertips to be expressive. And come back to downward facing doggy. Oh yes, full yummy stretch. You're doing great. Enjoy your breath. With a heart full of gratitude, step your left foot forward up in between your hands, pause on fingertips. Lower your back foot. Straighten your front leg. Perhaps a block for your left hand or the floor on fingertips. Scoop your front bum cheek under. The butt doesn't stick out, it scoops under. Look at that. Take your top shoulder back. Now hand to the sky. Super expression. You look like a glorious star. You are made of star stuff. You might as well act like it. In this pose, it does take courage. Your legs, your core, to shine your light out in all directions. Don't be afraid of your own beauty. Allow it to reflect back to you. Shine back to you. And this beauty is infectious. It helps others to see their beauty as well. Keep your legs as they are as you now twist. Right hand fingertips to the floor or the block. Left hand, shine it up to the sky. Oh yes, life is good. And as much as yoga is a mindful practice, it's also a playful practice. A smile never hurt anyone. Sometimes that's the most advanced yoga pose you can take. So, if you got one, give it a try. At least fake it till you make it. This practice is just for you, not for anyone else's entertainment. Trust me. Step both feet up, hands on hips to give you a strong, safe back as you slowly inhale back up to standing. Reach for your highest potential, whatever that is for you today. And exhale, hands to heart. Give yourself credit for being awesome, for even trying something new. This is something new. Bend both knees. So with knees bent in a balancing pose, it forces you to work the muscles that support your knees. There are no locked knees in this class. No hyperextension. Bend those knees. Now, keep both knees bent and your chest forward as you take your left foot to the sky. Now it looks and feels a bit like a traditional dancer's pose, but unlike dancer where your left hand is holding your left foot up, here your left upper glutes, your left upper bum muscles are holding your foot up. Spread your left toes. It'll actually give your top leg a whole lot more power. Your chest is forward, so it's a proper back bend. Root down to rise up. I like to clap for myself because that's a challenging pose. Made me do a little happy dance. You know, you deserve it. Pause and feel your butt muscles. Whoa, they just got worked. Spread your toes, just like your fingers. Your toes are crazy powerful. Bend both knees. Arch your low back. So you're not going to lean forward like you would in a warrior 3. You're going to keep a back bend like you would in a dancer. So with back bent, both knees bent, right foot up to the sky. Spread your right toes. Take your right foot higher to the sky. Now your bottom leg will want to straighten. Don't let it. Force the muscles that support your knee to work. This has recovered me from a really bad knee injury, so I can tell you this really works. And it's a proper back bend. Take your top foot higher, couple more breaths, relax your jaw, relax your face. Yes, couple more breaths. Happy dance is coming. Yay! Root down to rise up. Oh yeah. Happy. Pause and feel these bum muscles you might never even occurred to you that you had. Yay. So here you go. Ardha Chandrasana. So I'm going to demonstrate the variations that I see people do with blocks. Now I've been teaching yoga 10 years now, so I'm just going to share with you what I see. When people take a block high, it's wobbly. When they take it to the second level, it's wobbly. If you take it to this first level, it's a lot more stable and you can really grip the block with your fingernails to get a more solid foundation. I personally like it without the block. Don't place your hand too close to your foot. Go about 30 centimeters or 18 inches or so in front of your foot on fingertips. Take your left leg parallel to the ground, left hand to the sky. Now once you're in it, again you want to blossom, you want to enhance. Spread your left toes. Extend out through your left heel. Now if you feel stable, start to lean back with your left shoulder blade to again really open your heart, your throat, even your face. Beautiful. Doesn't that feel good? It feels like a blossoming flower. Now very slowly, slowly, take your left hand to the floor on fingertips. Swivel your right foot so it points straight ahead. Keep your left leg strong on the ground as you slowly take your right hand to the sky. Just give it your best effort and you're perfect. I know this one's a little, actually it's quite fun, but it's strong. So give it your best effort and you're awesome. But you can see how strong the back muscles are working to twist. The back muscles, the core muscles, the fingers are expressive. When you're ready, come on down. Always come up to standing with a safe back, elbows pointed to the sky. Yeah, fix your hair because you still want to be cute, even if it's just for yourself. Why not? Love yourself. Here we go. All right, so otro lado, other side. Left hand about 30 centimeters, 18 inches or so in front of your left foot. Right leg parallel to the ground, right hand to the sky. Spread your top toes. Look how I'm reaching for the window with my right heel. Extend out through your right heel. Take your top shoulder blade way back so that your heart really opens towards the mirror. Notice how much the back muscles and shoulder muscles are working to be able to lean back like that. Don't be afraid to lean back. Play your edge. See how far you can go. It really takes your obliques to keep from falling backwards. Slowly lower your right hand to the floor on fingertips or to a block on fingertips. Swivel your left foot so it points straight ahead. Slowly inhale, left hand to the sky with fingertips shining up. Secret to this twist is your top leg. Keep your top leg strong. You spread your toes, extend out through your heel. Happy fingers even. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Keep going. You're rocking it out. Give it your best effort and you're awesome. You're perfect just the way that you are. Exhale, lower down. And when you're ready, come onto your back, please. All right. We start every supine pose with an arched back. An arched back, a strong back will serve you so well in this life. Slide your heels up to your fingertips. You'll see a lot of people take their legs wide in any back bend. Like I discussed in Cobra pose, it can mess up your back. So in this bridge pose, keep your legs parallel, your thighs parallel. Place a block between your thighs, and that will force you to keep them parallel until someday you're disciplined enough to just have muscle memory to know what parallel thighs feel like. For now, use the block, inhale up. Now rock the shoulder blades in towards each other to open your chest. Clasp your hands. Now see, the elbows bend. Now your hands work up towards your sacrum or your bum. So not on the floor. You'll get a much deeper back bend with the elbows bent. Your biceps super engaged. Your arms aren't just passive in this pose. Your arms and shoulders are working. As much as your chest moves towards your chin moves a bit away from your chest. So your throat is nice and open, expressive. Relax your jaw. Exhale down. Now notice when I land, there's still an arch to the back. And I'm not even really trying to do that. It's just naturally there over, decades of practice. So, una más. Here we go. This is for if you have a shoulder injury and you don't want to clasp hands. You do what we call robot arms. You have your fingertips up towards the sky. Again, super expressive. You actively press your elbows strong into the earth, and that allows your chest to lift towards the sky. Your chin moves a bit away from your chest. Exhale down and land. Yay, clap for yourself. Sometimes no one else will in this world. I will. So next we're going to come into wheel pose. So the secret with wheel is that it not only takes a massive amount of upper body strength, it takes shoulder mobility. So instead of the shoulders going way close to the ears, the hands, take your hands super wide. See how my pinky fingers are even off of the mat? That's a wide foundation. That gives you so much more shoulder mobility to just pop on up on the inhale. Walk your feet in towards your head so your arms get more vertical. I like to rock back and forth. That's just my thing. I really dig it. I like to see how far I can bring the chest forward. Notice how I walk the feet back out. Thighs are parallel. That's such a safe, strong, nice, soft landing for the knees. Resist the temptation to curl into a ball. Stay open. Come into supine bound angle pose. This supine position where everything is open. So don't curl into a fetal position. You're not a scared little bug. No fetal position here. Nothing but openness. Speaking of open, wheel number 2. Wide hands, fingertips towards the feet. Inhale, come on up. Yeah, walk the feet in. Notice the legs are parallel. Again, you don't want to cheat to take the legs wide. If you choose, take one leg up. The trick to getting one leg up is you bend the knee first and then you straighten the leg. It's a lot easier than lifting the whole leg as it's straight. Now, always walk your feet back out. That way your knees won't crack when you land with parallel legs. Yay! Open it up. Allow yourself to just surrender. It's scary. I know. You're so open. But guess what? You're in a safe place. The doors are locked. No one can see in the windows. You are in a safe space. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. It takes strength, doesn't it? All right then. Let's prove it. 3rd time's a charm. Come on up on the inhale, wheel pose. Walk your feet in. Now, only if you feel you have the upper body strength for it, take one arm to the sky. You never want to risk injury getting all fancy like this. Don't fall on your head. If you feel you don't have the strength for this yet, notice I said the word yet because someday you might. If you don't have the strength for this yet, don't do it. You don't want to risk falling on your head for anything. I did it in Thailand once. It was not fun. I was dropped. Can you tell? When you're ready, come on down. If you can't laugh at your life, then what the hell are you going to do? All right, come on to your back. Arch your low back. See how there's an arch to the lower back? That sets your foundation, which are your thighs. Now keep your right thigh on the ground. Spread your toes. Extend out through your heels. Clasp your hands behind your left thigh. Externally rotate your top thigh bone. So from your left armpit all the way down to your left hip bone, that whole side of your body gets longer. And all that light inside of you gets brighter. So press into your clasped hands so strong with your thigh that your left thigh moves away from your face. Spread your toes. Now stand on the ceiling with your left foot. Keep your toes and heels active. Enjoy your breath. See how there's still a little arch to the back? You always want to keep your bottom leg strong on the ground. Exhale, lower your left leg back to the floor. Pause and feel the difference in your legs. Now, one might feel longer than the other. Actually, you can see it on me. My left leg is longer, so you're going to balance that out. Keep your left leg on the ground strong. It takes an arched back to do that. Inhale, right leg up. Clasp your hands. Spread your toes. Now, externally rotate your top thigh bone. See how my top foot just moved towards the camera? That's an external rotation of the top thigh bone. From your right armpit to your right hip bone, that length of your body gets longer. And all that light inside of you just gets brighter and brighter. Relax your jaw. Enjoy your breath. Try to keep your foundational leg on the ground. Exhale, lower your leg back to the floor. Pause and always come back to positive attitude, heart full of gratitude. All right, we're going to make room to take some legs wide. Now grab your strap. You might use a strap on this, and that's totally cool. Sometimes a strap will give you a lot more freedom. Arch your low back so much that your right thigh stays on the ground strong. Either use your strap, only holding it in your left hand, or your left hand on the inhale, open your left leg all the way over. Now really extend out through both heels. Now once the leg goes over, it can always go towards the wall behind your head as well. So you're opening in two different directions. One is to the side and one is to the wall behind your head. And it gives you this lovely stretch. And again, the more you extend out through your heels, you'll keep your leg muscles active and a more effective stretch. Do not overstretch here. It is not a competition as to who can get into the splits. You do not want to tear a hamstring or a groin. So don't force yourself into this pose. Be compassionate and use a strap. Exhale, lower. Pause and feel the difference in your legs. Arch your low back every time to set your foundation. Left leg on the ground strong. Inhale, right leg up with your strap or your hand. Keep your left leg on the ground strong as you inhale, right heel all the way over. So not only does it go towards the side, it goes towards the wall behind your head. Keep your legs active, spread both toes, extend out through both heels. And there's nothing more compassionate toward yourself than using a strap. The thing is, with the strap, incrementally, day by day, you can take it a little bit shorter, a little bit shorter, a little bit shorter, until perhaps one day there's no strap. But then again, it's not a competition. Doesn't matter if there's a strap or not. Go to where you play your edge, find that edge, and play just a tiny, tiny bit beyond it. Not too much. Enjoy your breath. Inhale your leg back up. Exhale it back down to the ground. Pause and feel the yumminess in your body and mind. Arch your low back. Set your foundation. Keep an open mind on this one, honey. You'll need it. Right leg stays strong on the ground. Take your left foot. It looks a bit like a happy baby pose on one side, so that your left arm is on the inside of your left knee. Your left hand wraps around the outside of your left foot. Your left shin is vertical. Once it's vertical, you can play your edge as you draw your left knee towards the floor. Now that's a lot going on. So your right leg will want to uplift. Don't let it. Keep it strong on the ground. With your left shin vertical, see how far you can take your left knee to the floor. Again, a groin is not something you want to pull, so don't sweat it. You don't have to go this deep. You can even use a strap here if you choose. Assume that you're perfect just the way that you are. And release. Pause and feel that. Like, ask yourself, what just happened? Send yourself some compassion to your pelvis, because I know you deserve it. Arch your low back. Keep your left thigh on the ground strong. Inhale, other leg up, right leg. Now it looks like a happy baby on one side, and that your arm is on the inside of your knee. Hand wraps around the outside of your foot. Keep your toes active. Now once your right shin is vertical, try to take your right knee a bit closer towards the floor. And again, don't push it. Don't play your edge. Notice I'm a little bit tighter on this side. I have an old dancing injury, so that's fine. You might notice that one side is a little bit more open than the other. So give yourself compassion. Don't force anything. Love yourself and assume the highest of yourself. Assume the best for a change. Just give it your best effort and know that you're perfect. Relax your jaw and release. Oh yeah, that makes a smile happen. Send yourself some love to your pelvis. All right, hip time. Good. Left leg over your right thigh. Now clasp your hands behind your right thigh. On the exhale, really draw your right thigh in deep towards your chest. Notice how my toes are still active. That protects your knees. So make sure that your left leg is above the ankle. No need to place extra pressure on your ankle. That's just nasty. Now, as much as you draw your right thigh in towards your chest, use your left forearm to press your left thigh away from your chest. Oh, yes. Every exhale, hug yourself deeper. You deserve it. Hug deep. Inhale, release. Pause and feel the difference in your yummy hips. Yes, they are yummy. Other side. Right leg over your left thigh above the ankle. No need to place extra pressure on your ankle. Keep your toes active. It keeps your knees safe. Draw your left thigh in towards your chest. Now, as much as you draw your left thigh in towards your chest, again, use your right forearm to press your right thigh further away from your chest. Now again, I can tell I'm tighter on this side because of my old dancing injury. That's fine. Don't sweat it. Check out the toes though. Yeah, those happy active toes are helping to keep the leg muscles fully engaged. This is not a passive pose by any means. So as your legs stay engaged, your knees stay safer. On the exhale, hug yourself so much deeper. Embrace yourself deeper. Inhale, release. All right, let's get ready to twist. Arms out to the side. Keep your left leg straight, right knee bent. Both shoulder blades on the ground. Give a little hop to your left hip. Exhale, twist. Now you can either keep your top knee bent, or if you can straighten your leg, take it all the way to your left hand. Keep both shoulder blades on the ground. Now here's where it gets funky and super yummy. Externally rotate your top thigh bone. That's fancy talk for, well, just try to reach that wall behind me with your top butt cheek. So what that does, again, you're effectively lengthening your top side of your body. So from your top armpit all the way down to your top hip bone, it gets longer. Every exhale, twist deeper. And now your head turns in the opposite direction of your legs. So from the top of your spine to the bottom, you get a lovely, detoxifying, yummy twist. Inhale back up. Get ready to switch it out. So set your foundation, lift your butt up, set it back down. Right leg straight, left knee bent, both shoulder blades on the ground, little hop to your right hip. Exhale, yummy twist. Now you can either keep that knee bent or straighten your leg and take it all the way to your right hand. Your head will turn in the opposite direction. Externally rotate that top hip bone. Oh yes, that's a trick to a twist. You externally rotate your top thigh bone. So what you're doing is you're reaching for your bottom foot with your top butt cheek, basically. Is all in the thigh bone action here. See how the core muscles are working to twist deeper. With every exhale, visualize your breath get clearer, and your body cleaner. Inhale back up. Good. Bend both knees, roll all the way to your side, place both hands on the floor, use just your arm strength to press yourself up to seated. We come up that fancy way because it's safe for your back. All right, we're gonna bust out a side plank. Don't make me lecture you about fingertips again. Trust me, claw the mat with your fingertips. Oh yes. Here we go. That's all your foundation is. It's your fingertips on one hand and the knife edge of one foot. That's a small foundation. Right hand strong, knife edge of your right foot on the floor. Stack all 10 toes in beauty. Now, yeah, all 10 toes are in a line. Pelvis lifts towards the sky. Now lean back. Add your shoulder loop. Start to lean back with your top shoulder blade so much. Your heart opens, your throat, your face opens towards the sky. Play your edge. Be fearless. Oh no, it feels like you might fall back. That's okay. You're so fearless. Go ahead and fall back. Turn it into wild thing. You're in Bocas, baby. We specialize in wild. Turn it into wild things. So we make even our falls into something fun and playful and delightful. Downward facing dog, please. Enjoy your breath. Set your left fingertips super strong into the mat. Knife edge of your left foot on the floor. Stack all 10 toes in a line. I know all the cheating tricks. Stack all 10 toes, please. Pelvis lifts towards the sky. Look how the back muscles work as you lean back with your top shoulder blade to open your heart towards the mirror, towards the sky. Your throat, your heart, your face are open, expressive, glowing. Fall back, be fearless, trust yourself, have a little faith in yourself. Allow yourself to fall from time to time. Just turn it into something cool, like you did it on purpose. Oh yeah, life is good. Come back to side plank for a moment and downward facing dog. Yay. Come on down to seated. Give yourself credit for just showing up to the mat today. Seriously. You're doing a lot more than a lot of people. Again, it's not a competition, but you want your body and mind to be feeling active throughout your life. Now here, we're not coming into the splits. I'm just doing this because it kind of gets my rocks off. But we're not going to do the splits today. This is just, I wanted to show you that we're not going to go into the splits. We're actually going to take the legs a little bit closer together so that we give the torso a bit more freedom to twist. We're going to turn this into a twisted seated forward bend. Pick up each thigh and internally rotate it. Your thighs are internally rotated. Spread your toes. Your second toe points straight to the sky. Extend out through both heels. Exhale, bow forward, chest over your left knee. Now reach with your right hand to your left foot. Your left hand is on the floor on fingertips. Again, it's not just dumping its weight onto the floor. Your legs are what's the active part of this pose. Now notice how this is turned into a twist. So your right shoulder blade goes closer towards the floor. Your left armpit lifts away from the floor. Every inhale, lengthen your belly and chest forward over your left knee. Every exhale, bow deeper, chest to left knee. Check out the toes, they're still active. Without pushing up with your arms, inhale back up. Now check out where your toes are. How you know you're optimally aligned in your thigh bones is that the second toes point straight up. That means you're going to have a safe back. Back injuries are more common in forward bends, so keep your back safe as your legs are engaged. Exhale, bow forward, chest over your right knee. Reach with your left hand to your right foot. Right hand on the floor on fingertips. So that way your right arm has to work. Make it work. Every inhalation, lengthen your belly and chest forward over your right knee. Every exhalation, bow deeper, chest to knee. Take your left armpit closer towards the floor, and your right armpit lifts away from the floor, so it's a proper twist. Every exhale, deeper bow in gratitude. Without using your arms, press yourself, pull yourself up using your core. Yeah, nice. Now bring both legs together. If you like a blanket under your bum, go for it. It does help to give an arch to your lower back. Again, back safety is your prime concern in any seated forward position. Strong legs. Keep that arch to your back. If a blanket helps you to get that little arch to your low back, go for it. Keep your legs strong. Spread your toes. Extend out through your heels. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, bow forward. The compassionate choice here is using a strap. And again, incrementally, day by day, you can take the strap a tiny bit shorter until you can reach your feet. And again, it's not a competition. No one cares if you can touch your toes in yoga. It's all about you loving yourself, compassionate towards yourself. Look how the shoulder loop is engaged here. The elbows and armpits lift. That way your arms have to work. As you spread your toes, your legs have to work. Everything is engaged, and that keeps you safe. We don't want any injuries here. So what you'll often see in class, I've been teaching 10 years, and what I often see is that people will like to plop down into like a passive pose and kind of make it lazy. You're not going to do that here. So what you'll see, yeah, no, don't do it. Look at this. They'll go like this, all passive and like go to sleep, take a nap, big whoop, nothing's going on. Nope. Work your arms, honey. Bend your elbows, elbows and armpits, lift. Now look how much the shoulder and back muscles are working as a result of that. So that's going to avoid back injury. Now it's up to you if you want to take shortcuts and injure, or if you want to do optimal alignment and keep your body safe. Optimal alignment can include blocks, straps, blankets. It can also include coming out of a pose early or not even doing a pose. I take that one all the time. Yay. All right. Bend both knees, roll to one side, and slowly come on down to the ground. Get ready for your Shavasana. So we usually come on down to the ground the same way that we press up. Even when you get in and out of bed, this is how you come up and down, with one side, bent knees, the strength of your arms. Go ahead and come onto your back to come into stillness. Once you're on your back, go ahead and lightly internally rotate your thigh bones. Basically just pull your butt cheeks apart and let them fall naturally onto the earth. Allow your legs to be heavy. Allow your arms to be heavy, with the palms faced up and your fingers nice and relaxed. Your inner body is bright. Your skin skin is nice and soft. With your eyes gently closed, turn inside, and you do have a choice in how you witness yourself. Choose to see your goodness first. Choose to see your intrinsic beauty before anything else. Allow your face, now especially your forehead, to be smooth and peaceful with relaxation. With every slow exhalation, feel a release in your jaw muscles. So much so that the upper and lower rows of teeth lightly separate. Enjoy your breath. Keeping your skin soft, start to expand that beautiful light that is you. Allow it to shine from your core, from your very middle, out in all directions. Keeping your skin soft, start to expand your rib cage and your lungs to receive a deeper breath, a fuller breath, as you allow each breath to fill you on all sides everywhere. Start to bring subtle movement back to your body with fingers and toes and ankles and wrists. And in your time, start to stretch however feels yummy for you. And then gently bend one knee and then the other knee. And with both knees bent, roll to your right side, please. And just take a moment there to rest your head on your right arm and breathe into your heart. Then place both hands on the floor and use just your arm strength to press yourself up to seated. Turn inside, witness your beauty, your goodness. Namaste. Thank you for joining me in this practice. And there will be many more to come with different specialties made just for you. It is my honor to bring this to you. I am so grateful for you in sharing this practice with me. It's a life journey that we're in together. Mwah! Besos from Panama.